You're going to have hardships. You're going to have things that happen from a day to day where you do not choose the right path. But the most important thing to do is to look at that moment and understand that if you don't want that feeling again, you have to correct course going forward. You're tired of not feeling fit, tired of just not having a focus, tired of just not having the financial resources that you deserve. This is your place to be. I'm Jason Yarusi. This is the Live 100 podcast, the place you come to take life back. Today, I want to jump into mistakes. You know what's tough in life? When you make a mistake. Because your mind, your energy, everything goes to what just happened, right? To the mistake you made. And it could be in your finances, in your relationship, just how you're speaking with your kids, right? I had something this weekend where, I got mad with my son, right? I got angry with him in terms of just how he was reacting, right? But, I had to step back from that. It was something that I did that I got a little too angry with him. In fact, it ruined my day, right? But I look back at it and that's a learning lesson. Something I don't want to repeat. I don't want to put him in that place to feel down about himself, to feel out of place about himself. And it comes down to me controlling what I can control, what I speak to all the time. And it's that piece of the puzzle that we look at in our life is that many times we let the mistake that was been made, the mistake that's in our past, the mistake that's behind us, the mistake that's happened, the mistake that has already gone in arrears, right, is behind us, carry forward with us in our life for days, for weeks, for months, for years. And you ask yourself, right, the question, if I've learned from this mistake, why am I still letting myself be tortured over it? Mistakes happen. It's something in part of life. You're going to fail. You're going to have hardships. You're going to have things that happen from a day to day where you do not choose the right path, where you make the wrong decision. But the most important thing to do is to look at that moment and understand that if you don't want that feeling again, you have to correct course going forward. So think about it in life. Think about the things you've done and are you learning from them? It can be very easy in investing. Do you understand what you're investing in? Or are you just hoping? Are you just going out there making investments based on what you hear from the news, what you read on X? What is the things that people say around you in terms of, what you should or shouldn't invest in? Are you making choices in that way? Are you truly diving in and learning to understand where you're putting your money out? In relationships, are you having one failed relationship after the next? Because in the moment when times are tough, you react in a certain way that constantly puts the relationship at risk. In your body and your health, are you one who you constantly have a couple days of just, you eat right, you go and work out well, and then, something happens. And lo and behold, every week something happens and you get busy and things blow up, right? You start reaching for whatever is just easiest to access. You start drinking because of the stress, of the pressure. Mistakes are built into our life. But our mistakes are not us. Our failures are not us. Our setbacks are not us. What we are is a series of events that have shaped and sculpted our life. Now, the choice is for you to choose to learn from what's happened so you can make good decisions or better decisions going forward, or to neglect and just feel hurt and feel lost because of what's happened in the past. Things aren't easy, right? You have a breakup, you face divorce, you lose someone close, you have an investment that goes completely wrong. Like that could be just completely difficult to deal with. It could be completely horrible to feel. Yet you can't live that as the future life of yours. You have to understand that what you're doing today is crafting a better life for yourselves. And you look at it, and what's most important are the actions you're taking each day. But that starts with the mind. We don't take great actions thinking we're a loser. We don't go and choose wisely thinking we're a failure. We don't go and be opportunistic about what possibly could be when we think we have nothing left to offer. So you have to put in the work for yourself and put the work in for your mind and put the work into you, knowing that challenges are going to come. But when that setback comes, when that failure, when that mistakes happen, when that comes about, you have to be disciplined in your mind to understand that this is a lesson to learn from. Not one that defines you, but one you're going to work to avoid. So today, as you go through those moments and you face those challenges and you have those setbacks and you have these things pop up that honestly aren't great and you feel horrible, you feel lost, you feel complacent, understand this is your moment. This is your moment to stand up and test yourself in the work you've been doing, test yourself and all the time you've been putting into yourself, test yourself now on how you can show up when things aren't right, when things aren't perfect. because the perfect moments come from the imperfect lessons that we learn along the way. So ask yourself today, are you ready for the moment? Have you put in the work in yourself? Are you sitting there right now, sulking, feeling bad for yourself, feeling that you don't have what others have, feeling that you're left out, feeling that your upbringing, your parents, your schooling, your society, your friends, your outward ability to learn has been impacted, and it's putting you in a state that you feel bad for yourself, that you feel awful? Or are you breaking the chain, saying, you know what, it doesn't matter what's happened before, that what I'm going to take from that is what I don't want, so I can build a life into what I do want. Your life is built upon what you do want, and taking the necessary actions and steps each and every day to start bringing what you do want just that one step closer, and another step closer, and another step closer, until it's in reach, until it's yours. Your life is what you make it, not what's happened in the past, but what you can make of it today. All right, that's what happened today. I'm Yarusi. This is the Live Learn Podcast. Thank you again for giving this message and continue to push this out to so many other people to help them on the mission to improve their life. Let's do this.